Ooh, it's so damn dark. Okay, I don't want to start a poll. Okay. Okay. Let's see if this works. Oops. Hey, Ladybug. I'm just getting set up. I'm learning how to play with. I got a tripod, so I'm learning how to play with that and set it up and see what looks nice and good stuff. And I'm also trying a feature where if you guys want a medium message, you can call me, and that way on the live we can just talk and everybody can like watch us instead of me, asking questions and then waiting for you guys to type in the chat room. It would be easier like that, I'm guessing. Yeah, I thought it'd be something different. Let's see if this works. Let's see if that works. Let's put messages. Okay, everybody, look at the pinned message. And if you want a reading, let me know. And the thing is, with my abilities, I am mostly a psychic medium, which means that the deceased speak to me. So if you're looking to talk to a loved one who is on the other side, I can try to connect you with that person or with a loved one who wants to come through. Um, with medium messages, don't always get your hopes up that it's the person that you want to talk to, because you may have a great grandma Sue over here being like, no, bitch, I got something to tell her and she gonna listen to me. So, it's always fun doing medium messages. So if you want to see, who comes through for you, for a minimum of $20 donation, I will do that. And the reason I ask for a donation on the medium messages is because it takes a lot of energy, and I usually get very depressed after doing medium readings, especially doing them all day. So I do donation only with those. But if it helps somebody, I don't mind suffering through a day or two of depression. That's just the price I have to pay for some reason. I wonder why this is so. I don't know. Let's do this anyway. See if that worked. Yep. I guess while I'm waiting for people to come in here, I could give messages from the collective. Um, I have this new tarot deck that I want to play with. I don't know how to read it yet. I don't know if I'll ever be able to read it because the guidebook that came with it is really, really fucking shitty. But it's called the Manera. Where is it? Manera Erotic Tarot, and yeah, it has dirty pictures on it. So it's a good way to see like how you're doing in a relationship sexually, or what somebody's sexual feelings are for you, if they have sexual feelings for you, if somebody's cheating, perhaps maybe we could use it for that. I wouldn't use it if you're unsure if somebody's cheating, because that's just too much confusion. I would only use it if you're 100% sure that somebody's cheating, like you've caught them, there's no doubt in your mind. It's the finality, but you're not sure like what they've done or something. Like you want to torture yourself even more. Or an instance that I'd use that is, I walked home and found my husband cheating in my bed, and I want to know what all he's done with this woman or other women in my bed. Like, That's something I'd use it for. Like, how has he violated me in my house? What the hell? How can I help you? And how can you send somebody? Hold on. How do you send somebody? Oh, never mind. How do you just get the link? Right there. Close. Control V. Interesting. Somebody from my burial mound study messaged me. Firefly Magic. Hi, how are you doing? I'm wonderful, actually. For the past 14 years, I've been working with spirits from a Native American burial mound. And for 14 years, I told them, I don't know how to help you. I can't get your mound rebuilt. And finally, I was like, all right, guide me toward documents so I can help you. Long story short, I was able to get a reburial for these ancient Native Americans. And I got confirmation that the native tribe just finished burying the last of the remains. Yeah. So these remains are about 1,000 years old. That's how old these spirits are. And I got a reburial for them, and I got justice for them because their remains were mistreated very badly, not only by locals, but by a local college. So they made that clear to me, and I was able to get justice for them. So I'm very happy. You want a reading? I'm good. Yeah, I really enjoy helping the dead. When my abilities first started coming on, they scared me, but as the years have gone by, it's nice being able to help people. Yeah. It's a controversial thing to do because I'm not Native American, and the laws are written so white people can't fuck with native dead anymore. So it was challenging. And the laws should be that way. We shouldn't be able to screw around with Native American dead bodies like we did. Thank you. I'm excited about it. I'll put in the chat later. You could read the article on it online if you want to. So I'll put that in the chat later. It don't mind me. I do smoke a little pot. Okay. Uh, okay. Yeah, it is very interesting. And the spirits, they love bragging about it. They love the attention because they don't want to be forgotten. They were the first motherfuckers here. They don't want to be forgotten. So yeah, read that for them. It would make them happy. Um, the tribe that's living, they didn't like the article too much because the reporter put in some things that they wanted to keep private. But we didn't know that. And when I clarified that to the tribe, that I apologized and that from now on I'll keep those things private, um, you know, they said that they would like me to show them the exact location of where the mound is, and maybe they'll invite me to a ceremony. But the thing is that I heard from a Navajo native is that you could do medicine man ceremonies all you want at desecrated burial mounds. It'll only help for like 1 or 2 weeks, and then the energy gets kind of disrupted again. Um, so that's nice to know, but I would still like to go to the ceremony. It's very important history. And it pisses me off because my area, sorry, I'm a history nerd. My area, growing up, I asked all my life, were there Native Americans where I live before Columbus? And they told me no, 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 no. And then I uncover this, and it's like, well, my research says different. My research says not only were they here, but that makes me think y'all killed them. But, anyways, no, you're fine. Okay, Scorpio's thoughts and feelings for you. And thank you for the subscribe. Okay, I'm going to give you a shuffle. What's your name, by the way? I'm Rebecca. HY. Is it like hi? Hoya? Hoya. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Always help me with pronunciation. Okay, Scorpio. Thoughts and feelings for Hoya. Okay, have you been in conflict with this person? Like as of recent? Or has he perhaps had conflict with somebody else as well? And you're good. You don't need to retract messages. I'm very open minded. I accept whatever you say, unless you're a dick to me. You had a small disagreement. Okay. Well, this small disagreement is causing him big emotions, which is very typical of a Scorpio. I'm a Cancer. Okay. And Cancer is very similar to Scorpio. We are dickheads on the surface, but underneath, we are like erupting volcanoes. He could have had a fight with another person as well, or it could be in his past, he dealt with a lot of conflict. So, you know, I'm feeling like whatever his past experience was is causing the disagreement between you two to make him have big emotions, if that makes any sense. Maybe bigger than they need to be. But because I'm getting the 7 of Cups, which is kind of like a disillusionment, kind of like Delulu. Like he's not seeing things clearly and he's going back and forth in his head. And then you have the 10 of Swords here, which is like, oh my God, everything is like as horrible as it's ever going to be. That kind of like dramatic, I've been killed energy. But then you have the Sun. So you're my sunshine on a cloudy day. You know that song? Temptations, My Girl. So the feelings are there, but he's being really dramatic over a conflict. A lot of conflicts before with another. Yeah, that one thing, actually, I don't know how a Scorpio would take this. Um, it would be good for him to seek counseling for that, kind of like a PTSD with other people. And he's being negatively influenced by a third. Is that like a friend or another girl? Okay, well, then I think he sees that. He definitely sees that. He may know of his own bullshit. I mean, Scorpios aren't stupid. They know their own bullshit. um, Another girl who's after him. Okay, let me tell you the secret with Scorpios. My grandfather was a Scorpio. And my grandfather wasn't any Scorpio. He was gorgeous. Like when this man was 67 years old and had gangrene in his guts, women still fawned after him. And I'm talking about young 20-year-olds would just throw themselves at him. And I'd be standing there like, what the fuck? Okay, so I get it with the Scorpio and women throwing themselves at him. You know what made him stay committed to my mom or my grandma? My grandma didn't give a fuck. She did not give a fuck. You can throw yourself all over him. Go ahead, honey. He's still mine at the end of the day. Women would when she would go on dates with him, she told me that girls from his high school would come over and iron his underwear for him. And she came over to pick him up for a date. And this girl's in there ironing his underwear. And he's like, bye, going to the movies with my grandma. Don't give a fuck. And that will get his attention. That will make him obsessed with you. Then you'll become grandma. Okay, I'll shut up. That's my advice about Scorpio. Be kind to him about his gentle emotions and just understand that it stems from trauma. With a Cancer and a Scorpio, our severe sensitivity usually stems from trauma. Yeah. And Scorpios have very dark, disturbing trauma. Understand that. I'll tell you something one of my Scorpios went through. I made love to him, and it was the best sex of my life. And then a few weeks later, I had to put him in a mental hospital because he went psychotic. And it was disturbing as fuck. Like, when a Scorpio goes through something bad, it's dark. They go through a death. And it's nice for the people around them to be able to be there when they go through that rebirth. It's the cycle of the Scorpio. But anyways, Yeah, it's something I've noticed, and it's something I've read about a little bit. You have to like know about the death and rebirth cycle, and people with Scorpio placements just go through really fucked up things. Same with Cancer. Cancer is more traumatic, like, or more, I don't know, romantic kind of tragedies. And Scorpio is just fucked up tragedies. Does anybody else have any questions? And I always take donations. I appreciate them if you'd like to give them, but they're not necessary. I like reading for free too. They wouldn't hurt my bills, but I don't mind reading for free. Yeah, no problem. I hope that it hit you and that it resonated for you. I think my grandfather kind of helped you out with that, how to go about a Scorpio. Scorpios are good people to have at your back, dead or alive, because they are protective as hell. Like if you fuck with a Scorpio or theirs, like if a Scorpio is possessive over you, they own you, anybody fucks with you, all hell's gonna break loose for that person. So they're good to have at your back. Don't just look unbothered, be unbothered. You gotta know you're the shit in that person's eyes. You gotta know I have the power to make this Scorpio obsessed with me if he's the one for me. I'm the queen, Latifah. Queen motherfucker up in here. I'm the queen. I am the head honcho. No bitch has it any better than I do. You could be like me and weigh over 300 pounds and still be the queen in his eyes. Like, shit like that doesn't matter. It's all about what you believe in yourself. Not sure he had my back with that third. He did initially until she managed to get his attention. Hmm. Yeah, be the queen. That is annoying with Scorpios. Like, my Chris, the one who went crazy, he was kind of two faced like that. But he had a lot of Gemini in his chart. And Geminis are fucking two faced. You should look up his chart. I want you to look for his sun, his moon, and his rising sign. Rising is also called the ascendant. And I want you to look for his Venus and his Chiron, and maybe his Mars. So write all that down. If you need me to repeat it, I will. Rising and ascendant. Rising Sin. I think that's how you spell it. It's 8 o'clock. Bastet, where are you? Beep beep. Bastet. Bastet, Sekhmet. Sekhmet. Baby kitty. Little toot. I have a cat. She's like my best friend in this whole world. And for the most part, she hangs out with me, but right now she's like hiding under the bed or something. I get needy. We both get needy. We're codependent upon each other. And if you forget anything I said, tell me. But yeah, go to one of those good websites that you could get his birth chart free. You have to know his time of birth. So if you don't know that, figure it out. Okay, yeah, it's hard to find out. There's a Pisces guy I was recently talking to, and he didn't know what it was, and he was too afraid to ask his mom. Which I don't blame him because his mom's an Aries and she's fucking crazy. But so we didn't know his birth date, so we couldn't get the rising sign. Um, but we got his sun and his moon. Good. I need to wash my hair today. I'm a retired hairstylist and I don't wash my hair every day. If you're white like me, it's actually a myth that white people need to wash their hair every single day. That's actually very damaging for your hair. Um, just 50 years ago, we would go about, white people actually went about a week without washing their hair, like in the 50s and the 60s, because they went to the salon once a week, they got a style, they hairsprayed the fuck out of it, and that's what they wore for a week. And as a result, their hair was actually a lot more, in some ways, it was more healthy because the oil from the scalp was getting on the hair. It wasn't being stripped off every day. So, anyways, I try not to wash it every single day. I try to go like 1 or 2 days between. I need my chapstick. Yeah. See, I can't go a whole week. When it was shorter, I could because I had a pixie cut. Um, but I have super straight. Well, I used to have super straight hair, so I can't do a whole week. I'll end up having like stringy green beans. I have hormonal issues, and so I'm assuming that's the issue. But when I started growing my hair out, I noticed that my curl pattern changed. I used to have butt straight hair, no curl pattern whatsoever. But now it's like the underneath the nape is coming in these big, like, ringlet waves. I don't know how to describe it. And so it's like now I don't really know how to take care of that because the top of my hair is still bone straight, but the bottom of my hair is curly. Like, what the fuck do you do with that? I don't want to brush it too much because I don't want it to go frizzy. But with straight hair, you have to brush it or it starts matting up. People don't know that about straight hair. People assume that curly hair is frizzy and knotty and is the worst hair type. It's actually straight hair because since it's straight and it moves so much, you get these tiny itty bitty knots. And then they start getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then you have what I call a white girl knot, which is like if you've ever seen a white girl with a huge knot in the back of her head, yeah, she hasn't been brushing her hair. My friend who had perfect ringlets, she she would be mean to me and she would ask, "Why are you always brushing your hair?" That's why, bitch. I don't want a white girl knot. Does anybody want me to pick a card from the Monera Erotic Tarot for them and get a dirty card? I'll pick one for you. I don't mind. Nothing's going on. No problem. Okay. Dirty card for Firefly. Oh, God. Those two just popped out. We're like, bing. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. Can you see this card very well? I think that looks okay. I think this card is beautiful. Oh, I know about Scorpio. I already know. What he likes about you, hon, is that you're classy. You He sees you as virginal almost. With the Scorpio, oh, that makes them hungry because you're this virginal little angel and he just wants to unwrap you. He sees you as innocent and pure because look at her. Yeah, she's showing her titties and she has some nice titties, but she's wearing a veil to cover herself, which shows that she has some shame and she has some self respect and self worth. And he thinks that's fucking hot. And look at this girl. She has this mystery to her, right? Her face is covered by this like almost Indiana Jones hat. She has this mystery to her that's almost like an adventure. Yes, mysterious. She's in a back alley. Um, she's covered for the most part, but she's covered like a shirt that's like almost reminds me of like a cute little lingerie jammy set, like pajamas that are innocent that have like flowers on them or something. But they're still sexy because they go up high, you know? So you still have this sexy allure, but it's innocent and it's mysterious and it's pure. And that just makes him like, have you ever been so turned on or so attracted by somebody? It's like a hunger. That's what I'm feeling right now. And he likes your boobs because both of these pictures, their boobs are in your face. They're like peeking out. Her boobs peeking out behind her hair or behind this like veil of something. And in the second one, the boobs peeking out behind the jammy set. He wants to ravage you. Yes. Like I can feel that energy. And I have a very low libido. So that's like, yeah. I don't think you have anything to worry about. If you're worried, I don't think you need to worry. Be careful. Don't take advantage of that. Keep that pure, innocent, mysterious shit going on. Like keep that for your entire marriage. Even if you guys get married and you're like 96 years old and y'all are still doing it, which you will be. 90-year-olds are some freaky fuckers, let me tell you. I learned this being a hairstylist. Okay, still keep that mysterious shit. I know it's hard, especially when they're good at it or, they have that Scorpio thing going on. I want to show you a picture of my grandpa. He had that thing and it pissed me off. He told me that I have it, but I never believed him because I have body dysmorphia. But he had that thing that women felt about him, and I guess gay men too. He was gorgeous. And my aunt, she's a Scorpio and she has it too. My brother-in-law, he's a Scorpio, but he's ugly as shit. He doesn't have it. Poor guy. Do. You might like this. If you could see that, that's my grandfather. His birthday is November 6th. I've met Scorpios who are fucking gorgeous. Gorgeous motherfuckers. And then I've met Scorpios who it's not exactly their physical appearance that makes them gorgeous and sexy, but it's like their energy's magnetic. It's not showing. Damn. Let's see if I could do it this way. You know what? I could do it this way. What am I doing? What am I doing? See profile picture. This way I don't have to like. Hey, Grandpa, where are you? Here you are. Where are you? No, tell me if you can't see it. He was in the army. I think so. Me and my sister think he was very handsome. And it makes us feel good about ourselves. Like, we came from that. We came from a Scorpio. Yes, very Elvis Presley like. And he had that mysterious thing about him, like how he'd initiate a conversation was he'd just come up and stand there like this. And you just start talking to him. I mean, he didn't even have to say shit. Yeah. Yeah, his whole life women threw themselves at him, and he told my grandma that he thought it was stupid that when women would throw themselves at him, he said that he saw that as an indication of low IQ. Okay, Scorpios fucking love telling people they're stupid. That's something I've noticed about them. So if a Scorpio thinks you're stupid, you have no chance with them. No chance at all. It's another thing he liked about Grandma. She was intelligent. She made straight A's. Yes. One thing that a lot of my Scorpios didn't like about me is I would act stupid and ditzy when I'm actually really intelligent. And it's like, why are you acting stupid? You're smart, you know? They really like somebody for their mind and their intelligence. Scorpios have no tolerance for stupid motherfuckers. Or cocksucking Republicans, as my grandfather would say. What's your Scorpio's name? Adam. The Scorpios who have come into my life has been Otis. That's my grandpa. Chris. Grant. Travis. And Travis had a brother who was a Cancer named Traveris. Um, Courtney, Kathy, Glenda, who was ugly inside and out. I forget that girl's name. I've had a lot of Scorpios come into my life. I don't know what it is, but I'm like a Scorpio magnet. They love to hate me. See, one thing that they can't tolerate about me is I'm very blunt and I will like tell you like it is because my moon is Sagittarius. My Venus is Gemini, and those two signs are very blunt and just tell you verbatim how it is. And it hurts people's feelings. But yeah, Scorpio can't take that with me. Yeah, thank you. You have a good one. If anybody else wants a reading. Hey, Aniket, long time no see. Doing readings today? Sure. And if you would like to talk to a dead one, I'm doing that for $20. And donations always take priority, but you've kind of got it already. But yeah, I'm good. I'm actually really good. There's a case that I've been working on for 14 years since I learned that I was a psychic medium. Um, One of the first paranormal experiences that I've ever had was surrounding an Indian burial mound. Now, people think, ooh, Stephen King and Indian burial grounds and all that shit. Like, it wasn't like that. These spirits were cool as fuck. They're still cool as fuck. They're ancient, and they did kind of creep me out at first, but I got repatriation for their remains. I'm working with the tribe to get justice for them. And so I'm really happy about this. And if you want to see the article on it, I would be free to show you. Feel free to show you. Okay, may I know Shahada's feelings for me on off situation? Okay, yeah, I'll send you the link. It's long, so... Ooh, my finger flicked one out for you. Okay, I'm hearing... My spidey sense is kind of telling me to just take this card and not get a whole bunch of cards, but like really focus in on the message of this card. It's a woman telling me that, by the way. And she's telling me she's auntie. Okay. She's saying this card, the Eight of Wands. Okay, when I think of the message of the Eight of Wands, I think of messages coming in, like a spiritual message. And I'm hearing with that, listen to your auntie. Apparently, you have an auntie on the other side. She's kind of young. Like, I'm not saying real young, but like middle aged. But this woman's on the other side, and she's telling me you need to listen to her messages when she comes in, and that you do get it because she pops up in your mind and then you push it away. Are you pushing your auntie away when she pops up in your mind because you don't want to hear her message? Ooh. Mm-hmm. She's telling me you don't want to hear something. There's something that you're not accepting. The message for you is like radical acceptance when it comes to this guy. Okay, this is making a lot of sense for me too. When I'm in an on and off situation, it kind of messes with my mind. And it's like I want it to work out so freaking bad that I'm going and I'm getting psychic readings and I'm wanting them to tell me that it's going to work out so freaking bad. But your family on the other side is saying they're going to guide you. This is going to hurt like hell, but rip the band-aid off. You're a guy. Okay, so this is a girl. You're a guy and this is a girl. I still feel like it's an auntie on the other side. It's a female spirit, but I can never pick up whether y'all are guys or girls. So that's always something to tell me. Okay, so with her, rip the band-aid off. That's the message I'm getting. She's a bitch. What I'm feeling about this other person is that they're not really nice to you, that they don't treat you very good, and that you have been getting messages from your deceased loved ones trying to tell you that they don't want you to be with this person. Is that true? Like, have you been getting other readings and maybe even messages of your own? Like, you're going shopping and it just kind of pops into your head something bad this person did to you, and you think about your aunt or your uncle or grandma or whoever telling you, look what they did to you. Why would you want to be with you? Many tarot readers have told you this exact thing. Your family is coming through strong because, I don't usually do the free spiritual readings, but you've come to me a few times and I know you a little bit. And so I'm telling you, your family is kind of like, we're trying to protect him. Please tell him this. This is why this is the only message we're going to tell you. Okay, and they're saying rip the Band-Aid off because it's going to hurt. Protect you from her, yes. They're trying to protect you from getting hurt. Because what's going to happen if you ignore the messages from your family and you get with her anyways and she hurts you? Tell me what's going to happen. How are you going to react when she hurts you? Say she cheats on you. How are you going to react to that? Distant, heartbroken. Are you going to get suicidal? Because I know I would. Be honest with yourself. Are you sure? There's no shame in it. But you got to protect your mental health, is what they're telling me. And in order to protect yourself, you got to be very honest with yourself about this person, the red flags they have already given you. And I already had a heartbreak before, so it has gone long on it. Yes, my mental health would be disturbed for sure. Yeah, hell yeah, anybody's would be. That's okay. Um, I know mine would. I'm bipolar. So anything disrupts my equilibrium, I'm all fucked up. Your family is just trying to protect you. And they're saying that she will hurt you in one of the most horrible ways that you don't want to be hurt. Like everybody has been hurt before, so we're scared of how we're going to be hurt again, right? And we project that onto future relationships. They're telling me she will hurt you in the way that you fear being hurt. Protect yourself from that. Rip the Band Aid off, hurt right now. The pain that you feel right now is going to be far less than any pain she's going to inflict on you. You got this. I had to do it a couple months ago. So you're not alone either. If you ever need to talk, just come. I'll talk to you. I hope that helps. Hi, Nicole. Oh, what's that? Sure, why not? And thank you for the sub. How can I? Sure, ask your question. I'm trying to figure out how to. And if y'all want any cards from my dirty deck, go ahead and ask a question about that too. I will do both regular tarot and dirty deck for you. Dirty deck's just fun. So, how do I do this? Uh,